Hey Scorpio, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot here to do your twin flame reading for January 2019. This is your twins energy. If you saw the first video, that is your energy. I break them up into two videos because they are pretty long. So thank you everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. You make this amazing. I love what I do, and I obviously couldn't do it without you, so thank you so much. You're magical. So I'm so excited to see what's going on with your twin Scorpio. Let's see. If it doesn't resonate, keep in mind that it is general. It's for the collective. So there's no way I could get all of the messages that come out. You know, there's thousands. Sometimes there, well, hundreds, not thousands, but a lot of messages that come out. Maybe not 100, but you know, I like to exaggerate a little bit, but there's a lot of messages that come out. So, you know, I'm trying to get them out as much as possible. So the best way to get those messages is to like, share, subscribe, comment. When you like my video, what it does is it puts it up in the new videos and it lists it there, and then others can see it. So it can help other Scorpios that are out there also. So keep that in mind. That really will, if it's not for you, it could help someone else. So and if you want something personal to your situation, the best way to do that is to, you can click on the link below in the description box and you can book me for a private reading. My rates it'll take you to Facebook where you can find my rates. If you guys don't want to do Facebook or don't use Facebook, that's fine. Just email me at twistedtarot@gmail.com and I can send you my rates there. What else? Let's see. If the roles are reversed, take it that way. That does come out that way. Some of the videos do tend to reverse the energy. It just depends. I've watched tarot videos where that's the case for me as well. And keep in mind that time is relative. It's not on our time either. It's on Spirit's time. So this could be for your past, present, or future. So it may not resonate now. It may resonate in the future, or it may be something that already happened that does happen. All right. So if you watch the first video, know that you could be dealing with a Cancer for your twin. Another Scorpio, interesting, or Virgo. We also had pretty much water, air, and fire come out in the reading. So could be any sign. Keep that in mind. If your sign doesn't come up here, it doesn't mean that this reading isn't for you. Or that's not your twin. That's not how I read. So just know that it could just be more relevant for those signs that does come up. But we have every sign here. We've got the Queen of Swords. We got Virgo heavy in the reading, just an FYI. We have 2 cards for Virgo, so a little heavier in the reading. A lot of emotions going on for Scorpio here. So let's see what's going on your twin side. The mutual energy that we have for you and your twin is the Page of Pentacles reversed. So what I'm feeling from this card, and for those of you that don't know how I read it, I am intuitive. So if you see me looking at a tarot card and I say something different from how you know it or how you learned it, keep in mind everybody learns tarot differently. And also I'm picking up intuitive messages that I'm going to give to you for those cards. But what I felt for this is the mutual connection between you and your twin. I'm figuring this card is telling me it's not divine. The divine timing's off. Something's off right now. The timing isn't right for you guys to come together, or there's more lessons that have to be learned in this connection, or someone's not learning their lesson in this connection. So it's very possible that there's resistance here. It could also be that neither of you are offering anything to the other in this connection right now. And Spirit's really telling you to be the student right now. And this was clarified, and I expressed this. I thought this was a very work on yourself type of card. With the Page of Pentacles, yeah, and Spirit even confirmed that. We have the Ten of Swords reversed and the Nine of Pentacles. So for the Ten of Swords, I feel like there's a resistance here to end this connection or to step away from this connection. We all know it's not 100% possible to, you know, you can try to cut karmic ties with your twin, but that's not possible because they are yourself. So I don't believe in that. I know there's other readers out there that say that. Me personally, I believe that you can dim the connection. You can distance yourself from the connection, and you can make it easier to not feel the connection as much. However, I don't feel like you can fully cut that off. That's not how it works. And, you know, that's just not how my channel rolls. So just so you know, I don't believe in that. And, you know, I'm not saying anything about other tarot readers and how they read. That's their thing. This is just not mine. So, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling for you is Spirit is like, okay, you need to distance yourself from this connection right now. You need to work on yourselves. Nine of Pentacles, nines are solitary numbers. They are talking about self reflection and growth here. All right, interesting. Okay, fantastic. All right, first card we have for your twin is procrastination. Okay, so they may be procrastinating doing something. They may be procrastinating against, resisting against learning something about this connection, learning about themselves, doing some self-reflection, doing some work on themselves. They may be resistant to this, but we'll see. Interesting. So Spirit's telling them it's time, but they're procrastinating. Okay, and they may be procrastinating and getting out in nature, and Spirit's like, come on, get out in nature and go for a walk, connect with nature. This is where Spirit's going to be able to connect with your twin, and they can help them heal through nature and help them ground themselves in nature. So very beautiful card here. So maybe they are procrastinating and getting outside and going to doing the things they like, camping, just going for a walk, that type of energy here. It doesn't, just a quick walk, sometimes that's all we need is just kind of that breath of fresh air and getting outside and reconnecting with nature. It's also becoming environmentally conscious as well. That's beautiful. All right, we have expectation. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. Yeah, so they may be procrastinating because they're not sure of what's coming next. But Spirit's telling them to expect the best, to expect positive changes to come from this. So even if you are in separation with your twin, they may have expectations of the way that it's supposed to go. And Spirit's like, this is for your own good. This is for your spiritual good. This is be open to whatever comes next. That's awesome. Yeah, so instead of procrastinating, when we do that, we just invite the tower to come in and just, that's what happens there when we don't listen to Spirit and when we don't make the choices ourselves and we let someone else do it for us, or we let the universe come in. Yeah, that can definitely happen. So keep that in mind. Next card we have is deceit. Okay, so it could be that your twin is not wanting to, it's almost self-deception is what I'm feeling here for this card, and I will read up on it a little bit too and figure out what it means from the book for this deck. But what I'm feeling for this here is it's almost like they don't want to know. Like they don't want to know something. They want to keep their head in the sands. Maybe they're feeling like someone else is being deceitful towards them, and they're just like, Spirit's telling them to not entertain this. But what I'm feeling for this card for, we have a man holding a heart here in your side, Scorpio, and then we have deceit here. And we had deceit in this card, very heavy. So it's very possible that they know about this relationship that you're in, Scorpio, and they know this person is deceitful. Or, they just don't want to know something about themselves. Like it's almost like self-deceit. Like maybe they're like lying to themselves about this connection as well. Like maybe they've got some expectations and Spirit's like, those aren't even realistic expectations about this connection. Very possible. Or they may think it's something it's not, or some relationship is something that it isn't. So for some of you, if that's, take it the way it resonates. Where is my book here? Sorry. All right, let's see what this has to do with here, guys. I'm going to read in here and figure out what's going on. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, receiving this card reversed puts you on notice that the deceit of the past is over or about to end. Perhaps some enmity at work is being dissolved, or maybe a more open communication has developed in your personal life. Be assured that the negative and dishonest energy is on its way out, and take advantage of a new, peaceful, and open environment, one where you'll be able to forge more success and greater comfort. On a deeper level, this card reverse is telling you that the period of self-deceit is over. What did I just say about that, guys? Okay. You're now ready to see the abiding truth of your own value, power, and deserving. It may take continued effort, but your honesty with yourself regarding these truths will bring even greater value into your life. Okay. Yes. So Spirit's trying to get you to see the truth. Stop procrastinating. Get out in nature. Try and connect with what is true to you. being true to yourself as well. It's almost like this self-deceit. It's almost like it's over. They're saying it needs to end. You need to be authentic. Both you and Scorpio had that about authenticity here. So it came up on both sides, but being authentic here. So that's beautiful. That's the end of anything that's not serving your highest good as well. So beautiful, you guys. And having the expectations and knowing that can happen for you. Yeah, we have lessons because you're learning the lessons. Yeah, you maybe have been deceitful in the past, or you may have been lying to yourself, and Spirit's like, okay, now it's time to learn the lesson about this. Don't, be authentic. Try not to rebut the lessons. And we have this Page of Pentacles here. I'm telling you, like, it's learning lessons. You guys haven't learned the lessons and the connections yet, and the connection yet. And this is one of the lessons, is to be true to yourself. It's to distance yourself from deceit. It's to not be deceitful in our energy either. Like, it's also to be authentic with what we want, who we are, what we expect, and these expectations we have. And it's okay to expect more. It's okay to expect more. It's okay to want more. It's okay to realize that that's okay. We can always say, I can't remember what tarot reader said this, but they said when you are trying to manifest, or the law of attraction, you say, I would like blank or better. So it's wanting that or better. I want my twin or better. I want healthy relationships or like I want good relationships or better. Like I want a good amount of money or better. You know what I mean? That type of energy. That's beautiful, you guys. So yeah, you're learning the lessons. And there's lessons to be learned in this. We have the Chariot reversed. Okay. Again, it's like procrastinating from moving on. I still feel like there's still some type of energy here where you're resisting this connection, or you're resisting moving on from and being in separation currently right now. You may be resisting this. Also could be dealing with a Cancer, but it's trying to figure out what direction you want to go into as well for some of you guys. And for those of you that know how I read, I clarify all the tarot cards at the end. All right, message you have from your twin is, I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Yeah, so there may have been some deceit in the past, or some self-deception that caused that they're not feeling the consequences are coming back around. They're having to learn the lesson. Some karma here, some type of karma. Yeah, it's attached to this, and they're having to deal with that. Whatever they did wrong, they're kind of having to feel the consequences of that. So Spirit is trying to show them, that you can't act without integrity, without consequences at times. For those of you that you did that. If you didn't, don't take it that way. Yes. Next card we have is self-love. Yeah, so they're really being told by Spirit to get into this energy of self-love and to become more loving towards yourself. Be more gentle with yourself. Stop procrastinating on taking care of yourself. We have 9 of Pentacles, which is all about self-love and taking care of yourself and being independent within yourself and self-love. Yeah, you guys are really being told to work on yourselves. That's beautiful. Next card we have is Ruins and Perception. Yeah, so you and your twin may have a differing perception about something here. You have a different perception. Let me let my dog in. Sorry, guys. Just a second. So you may have a different perception about this connection than your twin, or you may have a different perception about self-love, about how maybe you might feel that self-love is being selfish, but Spirit is trying to tell you it's not. You can't, they don't tell you when you're on the airplane to put on your child's mask or your husband's mask or your friend's mask. They tell you to put on yours first, your oxygen mask, and then help others. So it's like seeing your perception of this connection. You and your twin may see things differently. Your twin may see this differently, but they're trying to get some guidance on it. And I see that here from this card. And it's all about perceiving whether they love themselves. It's all about knowing that if they don't love themselves, how could they give to this connection? For some of them, they're just like, I see that I just, I don't love myself, or I'm not happy with myself. For some of them, they're just like, that's, I need to learn how to love myself before I can love anybody else. And that's good. That's good that they maybe have that perception. And as long as they're not fooling themselves about, what this connection is or isn't, and just being authentic and just accepting it for what it is and not what they want it to be. We have dance. Find your heart's rhythm, step lightly, and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. Yeah, so get out, dance. Dance in your house, dance wherever you want. Shake that booty. You know, that's awesome. We dance a lot in my house. Like, I put on music. I am a huge music lover. Like, music is, if I could have a soundtrack to my life all the time and I could go through and it would just play over here or in my head like it does, that would be magical to me. So it's telling you to get out, shake your booty, have some fun, go out with your friends, go dancing, have fun. Contract. Okay. So for some of you, this is only for some of you, but what I'm feeling here is for some of you, you may already be in a relationship, or you already have contracts with like an ex-husband or an ex-partner that you are bound to here. It's also in business dealings, be careful with contracts around you. Be careful that you read the fine print, because there could be some type of deception, or was in the past. So maybe you got swindled out of some money, or somebody had you signed a contract without realizing the ramifications, and it came back to bite you. So please be careful in business is what it's saying here. Next card we have is abandoned. And maybe somebody had a contract with you. Maybe you had an agreement with someone, or maybe you had a relationship and somebody just up and was like, boom, see you later. And you were like, what the hell? Like, didn't even see it coming. So for some of you, they may have abandoned you and your children too. That's really sad. I'm really sad to hear that. And you may have had to go through a divorce while that person wasn't even, maybe they didn't even show up in court is what I'm seeing here for this card. That's really sad. But it's also trying to address issues of abandonment will help you with self-love. Like, if you're struggling with that, and you're worried about leaving your twin, or not leaving, but you're worried about distancing yourself from your twin, or being in separation, or taking some time away from this connection because you feel like you're abandoning your twin or they're abandoning you. That's never the case. You guys are never apart. Like, you are still connected. You'll always be connected. And it's working through abandonment issues that you had as a child, because those bleed into our relationships. And it's realizing that your spirit is still there. They haven't abandoned you, that you're still loved, you're still cared for. As well, and dealing with abandonment issues so that you don't bring them into the next relationship that you go into, or the next connection, because it's realizing that you're still good enough, you're worth something, and that just because somebody else doesn't see that doesn't mean that you can't see that about yourself. Who cares what their opinions are about you? Who cares how they see you, or if they didn't treat you right? You can treat yourself right. You know better. You can find your own strength and your own self-confidence and your own self-love by reparenting yourself. Beautiful. Okay, guys. Interesting. Next card we have is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is some sneaky behavior. This is deception here. This is definitely some deception. Somebody's not able to walk away from something that's deceptive. Gosh, I really feel like there's an ex-husband here that's deceptive. It falls right under abandon and this contract in the same row here. I feel like somebody did you dirty. It's very possible that you did your twin dirty and that you up and abandoned them because you had a contract with someone else, or a relationship with someone else. You maybe were in a marriage, so maybe that for some of you, you were sneaking around and you were cheating. I'm not judging. I'm just showing what the card says here. This is a cheating type of card. This is a sneaky business type of card. So, it's also that you feel like you, a lot of tarot readers say this, and I do agree with it to some extent. Now, do I agree that cheating is okay and that it's all right and no big deal? And no, absolutely not. I don't feel that way at all. I feel like when you do actually cheat with your twin, though, that it's not actually cheating in a manner of because it's yourself, and it's because you've been programmed to be with that person. You've been programmed to come into union with that person. And, it's really hard to call that cheating because it feels so natural, it feels so right, and it feels like the right thing to do. Now, is it always right? Is it always, does it hurt people? Yes, it does. And so in this card, I'm seeing like someone is not able to move away from possibly a cheater. So very possible on this side that your twin is involved with someone who's cheated on them, but they haven't moved on from them and they're still engaging with that person. And they may have a contract. They may have been married to that person. They may be divorcing or getting a divorce, or they may have had a contract with that person of some sort. So whether it was on paper or whether it was an agreed upon contract. Twin flame message. I feel safer in the silence. Okay, so your twin may not be communicating. They may just be being silent, but it may be also because they're in another connection for some of you that resonates with. Not all of you, but that could be why they just feel safer in the silence right now. And it could be because somebody else is cheating on them and they found out about it too. All right, we have letting go. Yeah, they're being told to let go of the things that no longer serve them, anything that they feel like isn't for their highest good. Excuse me. It also could be this person who's cheating. If they're cheating ways, they're being told to let go of their cheating ways. They're being told to honor themselves. And this twin flame connection for some of you, they're really being told to let go of things that no longer serve them. And we have ornithomancy, omen. Yeah, because if they don't, something bad could definitely happen. Like they may be taking a risk and thinking that it's okay to go out and cheat, and Spirit's telling them they're going to get caught. So if they're still doing something like that, or somebody is doing that to them, they know about it. They know that there's something coming, or something is going to come around, and it's going to be a shock. It's not going to be, it's going to be a shock in a way of, like they may still be shocked even though they knew it was coming, that type of energy, but it's definitely telling them, be careful where they look before you leap type of energy, because they're trying to tell you, don't go down this path, or don't engage with this person, and let some of this stuff go before it really gets dangerous or puts your twin in danger. Card we have is confidence. What was I saying about confidence, y'all? Yeah, confidence. Be bold, rise up and stand tall. Feel the fire in your soul. Yeah, they're telling you to really rise up and look inside themselves, and to be confident and bold, and to move forward with confidence, and to know that they're making the right decision here by letting these things go. That Spirit is telling them, be confident in your decision making. And patience, but we have it reversed, and to have patience. Yeah, have patience with this connection, have patience with how things are unfolding right now. They're being impatient possibly, and it's not time. Again, we have time again. There's a clock here, just like on this Page of Pentacles. It's a clock here. It's not time. Yeah, you guys it's not time for you and your twin to be in union right now. There's a lot of things that have to be worked on both sides here. A lot of things that have to be released, possibly 2 different relationships. One for you, Scorpio, and one for your twin, possibly, if you're both in another connection. Let's see. Let me look at the book for that here, too. Because, yeah, I feel like that's a very, I feel it very strongly, but I want to make sure. Yeah. Peaceful redirection is the message when this card is reversed. Open up to the options available to you, even if you aren't yet totally clear. The universe supports you when you allow its influence to help direct your outcomes, and when you open your imagination to all the potential solutions around you. The key is to keep moving forward without frantic need or urgency. Don't give up on your goal. Initiation and renewed action are needed now, so keep an eye open to new and unexpected opportunities around you. You may be surprised by where they lead. Yeah, I did feel that this expectation, whatever comes next, might be the music for your heart that you've just been waiting to hear. The affirmation is, I pursue my goals with open receptivity. I am patient and flexible, willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. Yeah, it's time to go with the flow, that they'll know when it's time for action, but to have patience right now, because it's not time, and there's some work that needs to be done, some self-love, some confidence, definitely some lessons that need to be learned. Yeah. And we have pause, but it's again it's almost like what Spirit's saying is that then everything will be out unpaused. Like things will still be moving forward. They don't have to be stuck. They don't have to be stagnant. They don't have to sit, it doesn't have to stay where it's at right now, but that it can move forward. It may not be as quickly as you want, but have patience here. So yeah, interesting. And that something is now no longer being put on pause. So if it felt like the connection was paused for a minute and nothing was happening, now things are going to start to happen at some point. There's going to be some forward movement eventually. Yeah, and we have the Ten of Cups here. Yeah. Yeah, once that happens, once some of these things get cleared away, then the connection can come back together, is what I'm seeing here. Then the Ten of Cups can be achieved, this emotional fulfillment. This happily, I call this the happily ever after card. I think other readers call it that too. But it's like the house, the dog, the car, the cat, the whatever, you know what I mean? The child, etc. It's this happy home. It's being emotionally fulfilled. Yeah, because, you know, and moving away from deceitful things will bring you that that calm in your life, that ability to think clearly and to make decisions rationally as well and for your highest good. Twin flame message: my mind and heart always comes back to you. Yeah, so they still come back to you. They still think about your twin flame connection, you guys. It's never gone away. Right now, they may feel safer in the silence. They may also be in another connection. That Ten of Cups, that also could represent a relationship. So, and if there was cheating between the two of you, like maybe this person was cheating with you, and they weren't able to move away from you, that could be found out here, or someone was cheating on them and they found out about it. You know, that kind of energy, or they wanted to do something like that, or maybe they thought about it for some of them. But some of them are in a contract already or have been in a contract, and that's still needing to be wrapped up before things can move forward, and some lessons need to be learned. There's some karma here. All right, so why do we have the Chariot reversed? A lot of cards here. Yeah, I'm going to take this one specifically because it makes sense, and it was the one that flipped out, the only one that flipped out on its own. So we have the Lovers here. That's a choice. That's a Gemini card of Gemini here. But this is a choice between two lovers, and they may not have, the lesson is to choose. The lesson is to choose, and they may have to choose themselves and then move away from both of the relationships and work on themselves is what Spirit's trying to tell them. But it is a choice here, and it is moving. They're not able to make a choice. They're not able to make a decision between two people possibly here. And that's what I definitely see. So now they're cheating. But, you know, it's Spirit trying to get them out of that energy here. Okay, why is the Seven of Swords here? Why is the Seven of Swords here, please? Page of Swords. Okay, so it's again I feel this is being found out, but again, this is a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, younger air sign. Maybe a child finds out that their mom or dad is cheating over here. So, you know, this could affect your children here. So keep that in mind. What you're doing affects your children for some of you. If you are cheating, or you do find out someone else, you will find out someone else is cheating. Some message is going to come through. Pages are messages, and someone maybe younger is going to tell you, hey, I saw so-and-so with so-and-so. So be prepared. That could actually be the case. Especially if you're dealing with a Virgo. I'd highly recommend watching that reading. I haven't actually, let's see, Virgo. Yes, the reading's out. So I would watch that if you're dealing with a Virgo. All right, we have Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Yeah, but the Page of Swords is some kind of truth. And it's not good. It's about cheating. It's about lying. It's about deceit. It's about deception. And maybe it's the truth about why somebody abandoned someone else here too, because we have abandoned right above it. And somebody may not be paying child support like they're supposed to, and they've abandoned this contract, and like they don't show up for court as well. Two of Swords. Yeah, making a decision. Okay, so eventually they're going to be forced to make a decision about, with this Two of Swords reversed. Excuse me. So now they're going to make that decision between possibly their twin and the contract they're in, or if they're not in a contract, maybe another relationship. If you're single on this side as a twin, it's possibly choosing yourself for emotional fulfillment. This could also just be choosing you. It could be choosing this connection, but just working on yourself. You can still choose this connection and work on yourself. When you work on yourself, you're working on your twin, and they're going to receive the benefits just as much as you are when vice versa, when they work on themselves. So yeah, that's definitely making a choice, and the right choice, so that you can have emotional fulfillment. So you'll be happy in this choice. You'll be happy in your choice that you make, and it will keep you from being stuck in this two different energy or making a decision about two different things. If you choose one, it will unpause this connection or unpause this stagnancy that you've been in, and things will start to move forward, and to have patience and be gentle with yourselves, guys. So yeah, that's beautiful. Wow, this is so interesting. Okay, these are the Lover's Oracle. I didn't have a lot of room. I normally do them in each row, but you guys, like, I don't have a lot of space right now, so I had to put them in the middle. All right, first card we have is for hearing my thoughts, understanding my dreams, and being my best friend, fulfilling my life with joy, and for loving me without end. I do. Yeah, for some of them, they may be in a connection right now. They may be in a marriage. For some of them, they know that you are their person, the one they want to marry. For the twin flame connection here as well, they know that you're the one, and they're, you may be their best friend. We have a Page of Pentacles here. We have a friend type friendship energy. You guys may need to just be friends right now, or just keep the connection, just at a distance for now, while you guys are learning some lessons and taking care of yourselves on each side. Next card, love has no limits and has no regrets. I don't know about that one. I don't quite agree with that. I think love should have boundaries, and that we do have regret when it comes to love sometimes, but maybe it's telling you to, you make up your own mind about how you feel about that card. But I'm not sure I quite agree with that. I do think that love is different for different people, for different relationships, different types of love, and we can regret some of the things we say or do. So I don't know about that, but the ultimate sadness is to go through life without loving, but it would be almost equally sad to leave this world without ever telling those you love that you do love them. Yeah, so reaching out to others, telling them you love them, making sure that they know you love them. It takes 2 seconds. It takes a text. It takes a phone call. And it is sad to go through life without loving, or without expressing that love to that person. Even if it's not going to be returned, or you can't actually, be in a relationship, it's still okay. We don't choose who our heart loves. That's not always possible. So, sorry, my cat feeder is going off over here. I'll give it a minute. Well, sorry guys. Going. Okay, we're gonna do your card anyways. All right, last message. It is your fortune card, so it's like your fortune cookie when you open your Chinese when you're done eating. We have Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with great clarity and strength. Yeah. For some of you, may have a spirit animal that is an eagle, so that's beautiful here. Or a spirit bird. I guess they are animals, but spirit bird. So yeah, you guys are going to, you're going towards your destiny, and you're going to have more clarity and strength to do so. So yeah, keep that in mind. And this is the clarity and strength you probably needed to hear this today. So I hope you guys resonated with this video. Comment below and let me know. I'm really interested to see. It flowed so well on both sides. Like, I was just able to pull out so much, and so it just felt just natural. That's great. Sometimes the readings sometimes are scattered. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for your February videos. Take care.